The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And some room to maneuver. Avoids him at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Oh, a huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On second down, it's Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Steps away to his left. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Right there, 56. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw again on second down. Lock. And this will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And that's caught inside the 30.
That's good.
Big play there for the Broncos on third. 42 yards.
10-10 at the 28.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
They'll take over.
but to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
On the carry.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
McCourty on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
At the 11-yard line.
2nd and 5. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Jonnu Smith, 89 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. But early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47-yard line. They run the counter. Pollard. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
So
goal.
the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Bird now ready to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Amir Bird on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10,
right
5,
down their throat.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Block working out of the gun. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Locke. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Broncos 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The first down, Chiefs.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And
when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit to force the field goal.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Check 24. Check 24. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 51.
Throwing now is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
9-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They'll come out in the pistol. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
Turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just...
Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw now on first down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And a first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's third down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. And finding Proen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
A loss of 7 yards.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Is good.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They gave up the 3. They're losing in this ball game. Now it's their chance to set the offensive tone for the 2nd half.
And it's interesting how the offense will go about helping them, too. Because so many times you're looking to control a game with your defense. Well, your defense just gave up 3. Now your offense, as you said, has to set a tone and get you back into it or ahead in the game. Let's see if they can pull it off and get downfield and do exactly that.
We'll see if they can. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. They're going to push his way through. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Run for Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here's Pollard again. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd and 1.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Number 20, Tony Pollard.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Line 64, weak.
Block off of play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Lock. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Broncos 16.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Lock. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Lock looks to throw it again. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Results.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to try and go deep again. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
2nd and 10.
Well, stepping up, he's going to keep it. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And got his man complete. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
23.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Bird now ready to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Damiere Byrd on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throw caught left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Montez Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Rico Gafford, the intended target.
And that'll make it 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Lock. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Smith catches left side. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Kansas City.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Pollard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He's 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
56.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
He's checking.
To throw is Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
On the carry. Montez Sweat brought him down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a